So yeah, I'm here joined by Matty Byfield. Matty, thanks for joining me today, mate. How you doing?
I'm all right, I'm all right. How you doing?
Yeah, all good, bro. All good. Thanks for asking.
Oh, I
Just wanna
got that picture behind you.
what you say? Sorry, bro.
Got that picture behind you.
Yeah, do you like it, mate? Do you like it?
Yeah, yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man.
Good. We'll get on to him in a bit. Don't worry. We'll crack it up about him in a bit. But I just want to speak about your year last year. Obviously, you picked up two huge wins. After what was a bit of a unfortunate start to your Cage Warriors tenure, when obviously the no contest happened.
Yeah.
Um, how do you feel about that year and how it went?
Um. Well, I'm in a good position now, bro. So, and I always say you never know what's gonna happen. Like what's happened prior
Yeah,
that could have changed or not changed. Like I think I had to go through what I went through last year and then continue on and to be in the position I am now. So I'm all right with it, man. I'm all right with it. It ended well, so I can't really complain.
yeah. I mean, the two victories that you did pick up were extremely impressive.
Yeah, yeah.
And in that last fight against Ladero, you seemed to pick up a pretty brutal thumb injury, if I remember correctly. I mean, it was very nasty from what I could see on the obviously when I was watching on the TV, it was looked very nasty. Was that
Yeah.
a case of just like stitching it back up and getting back in the gym as soon as possible, or was it anything more like serious than that?
Nah, you know what it was? It was like even in the fight. So in the fight when it happened like people was like, "Oh, when did it happen?" And like I kind of think about it after. I kind of shout out to my brother in
Nah,
the background.
nah, no
Yeah.
worries, bro. It's all good.
um. Yeah. So during the fight, he threw a body kick, and I had to watch the fight back a few times to see when it happened because during the fight I didn't know when it happened.
Yeah.
So I think he threw a body kick, and as I've gone to kind of like block it, I obviously just blocked it shit. Or it's just been like a freak accident. It's kind of his shins hit me and it's kind of hit my thumb in it.
Yeah.
So I've gone back to the corner round one, and I've gone back to the corner. When my coach was talking to me just before they came in, I just looked at my hand like that, but I've seen like that side of it. But I didn't look at like the mad side. I looked at that side, and I remember it was just like wobbly as fuck. I was like, all right, that ain't clever. But I couldn't feel it. Adrenaline's a mad drug in it, bro. So I was
Yeah,
like,
of
all right,
course.
I'm gonna crack on, but I'm gonna try and put him away because I know this might wear off in a second. It's only when the fight's done, the referee pulled me off him. I've looked at my thumb again. I've turned it and I've seen it for the first time when the fight's done. When they were like announcing it, I was thinking, I hope this referee lets go because I think I might ram it. But
Oh,
it was like, yeah. But then yeah, it's just like I went back home. I went back home. The no, not home. Sorry, I went straight to the hospital. Um, Stitched it up. I started doing like rehab and stuff on it, and then yeah, probably about 4 5 weeks later, I was able to start like lightly grappling and again, and then I've just been chilling ever since. Now I've been able to grapple and everything.
yeah. I mean, you've just said yourself that when you looked at it in between rounds, you thought you might have to kind of get it done in the next round. Is that something
Yeah,
that played into kind of the game plan going into that second round? Did you think that you had to get him out of there, otherwise it might start kind of taking its toll in the latter end of the fight?
you know what it is, bro. It kind of leads into what you mentioned. Like I kind of hate talking about that first Cage Warriors fight I had because it was just a weird one. But
Yeah,
if anything, that kind of helped in that fight because I feel like in that split second, I thought to myself, people don't really care about excuses. Like no one kind of seen how I felt in that first instance and stuff like that. They just know, okay, you didn't win, whatever. That's all they know about. So even though I'm thinking, if I had to say, oh, my thumb's broke, I can't fight, everyone's gonna be like, oh, so you didn't win. I'm like, bro, my
mm,
thumb's fucking hanging off. Oh, but you know. So I thought, no what, no one, no sad excuses, nobody cares, bro. If you can't feel it, fuck it. Just try and smash this guy in round two, cry later. And I did cry later. I cried a lot, bro. Like that shit hurt,
yeah,
bro. But,
yeah,
but yeah, it's one of them ones, bro. I went back into round two and I just thought to myself, all right, I've got up the pace on him. So I didn't want to go reckless with it though and like throw and just leave myself open. But I thought, cool, start looking for some kill shots now because this kind of needs to finish nowish. So
mm,
I started trying to put it on round two and luckily I got the finish. He was
yeah.
tough though, man. Tough guy, proper
Oh
tough
yeah,
guy.
he's experienced as well, so it's a good name to have under your
Mm, of
belt going into the kind of this year as well. And
course.
that's something I want to speak about because after that fight, I mean, it was all respect that you had for Modestas Pakauskas because you said that you've trained with him and that sort of thing, so it's all respect that you have for him. But you did say in that after that fight that you want Modestus to win the belt and fuck off so that you can win it after him. And obviously, you meant that with all respect. And that's exactly what's.
I seen him in the back. I told him the exact same thing. I said, bro, you just need to hurry up and fuck off, bro, so I can win the belt.
And that's exactly what that played out exactly how you said that you wanted it to. Do you think that's kind of left the door open for you to fight for for the maybe not the vacant title, but for the title this year, or has there been any talks of maybe fighting for the vacant title?
I mean, the word title has kind of been hanging around. Obviously, out of like, there's only really me, was me, Modestus, and like two other like heavyweights that were actually signed under the banner. Everyone else to kind of bring in to kind of whatever. Bar Modestus, I'm the only one out of the rest of the light heavyweights I haven't lost yet. You know what I mean? The other two, like, I haven't mentioned their names, but the other two have both been knocked out. And no disrespect to those guys in it, but they've both been knocked out. I'm the only one that haven't had a loss. So by rights, if there was going to be someone fighting for the belt, it would have to be me in it. But I definitely feel like I'm in pole position to be fighting for the belt, whether it's a fight, 2 fights, next, whatever it is, and it like I definitely feel like if there's going to be someone out of the bunch of us that's going to fight for the vacant one, it's got to be somebody against me anyway. To be fair,
yeah,
that's what.
Yeah, and so I'm guessing there hasn't been any talks with the guys at Cage Warriors about anything that might be next fight, like you said, maybe fighting for the vacant title next. Nothing been spoke about in regards to that, no.
Like,
obviously, I don't want to put you under pressure too much and get you saying anything you can't say.
Yeah, so. Because the belt, if there's any vacant belt and you're in that top bit of like a division, obviously you're gonna have conversations and it. So there's been talks of like, you know, X, Y, Z, but nothing's been kind of concrete or nothing's been kind of like promised or anything like that. But I said like if common sense is gonna prevail. The only other light heavyweight, bar Modestus, that hasn't lost yet, you know what I mean, and he's on a 2-fight win streak at the moment. As I said, it would have to be me versus somebody, really, wouldn't it? But I'm very much kind of like I'm 5-1, and I'm still quite early in my career. You know, I'm starting to pick up a few more fights now. But even that last fight there, I feel like one of the things that kind of helped me in that situation with my phone, not to keep referencing it, was I've been in there a few times now, so I started feeling a bit more comfortable being in there. You know what I mean? Obviously, I can't, and I feel scared or anything like that. But it's just like I'm comfortable. I know how the mat feels underneath my feet. I know what it feels like, and my distance, my range, my timing, stuff like that. So I'm only gonna get better in it, bro. I'm only gonna get better. I'm at the best gym in the UK, Europe, maybe the world, bro. So it's one of them ones I'm learning every day on the mats. I've got the best guys around me, so it's like, whether I get the belt in the next fight, 2 fights time, whatever it is, bro, it's just gonna make for a more dangerous opponent for whoever the guy's facing me when it comes time to fight for the fight, innit?
Definitely, mate. I really respect that point of view that you're taking on it. To be honest, it's a good way of looking at it.
Of course.
Obviously, Cage Warriors is returning to London on March 17th, and that's the same weekend as Leon's fight in London. Were you slightly disappointed about not getting on that card, or were you kind of wanting to take a step back and just see how the year kind of plays out?
I just want to fight whenever, you know, bro. Whether it was like, I don't really have any like mad dates in my head. Like I want to fight on this date and this. Just let me fight in it, bro. If I can get a fight, because I know there's that fight there, 17th. I know there's the Unplugged the week after. Obviously, my last fight, I put on a good performance at Unplugged, so hopefully they could get me on that one there. So at the moment, I still haven't sent them my paperwork anyway, just to say that I'm actually cleared to go in it.
Yeah.
I start going to my like I'm grappling, punching, sparring, everything. So I just got to go and get a letter to give it to them, and then obviously, I feel that would Rocky's fight's a month away. That's the 30th, but I think that card's full now. I don't know if the Unplugged card full yet.
There's so Manchester in April as well. That could be too late.
Too late. That is. I'm trying to punch somebody up in March. I'll be honest, bro. So if I can get them my paperwork over ASAP, I don't see why there's be an issue getting me back on. Especially as I said, I put on a good performance at the last Unplugged in it. I feel like Unplugged probably will be where I'll fight again. That's where I think I'll fight.
Okay, yeah. And is there any names that you specifically are after, or are you just anyone?
As I said, bro, as I said, all the other light heavyweights, bro, as I said, no disrespect to them, they're all coming off losses and stuff. So I'm not, none of them's an exciting name. Like, it's like, oh, as I said, they need to kind of get some wins in it. And then, you know what I mean? I'm looking more, as much as Modestus is, and Modestus is my boy. Like, I've got an unread message from Modestus now. Like, me and Modestus, that's my boy. Obviously, Modestus, the backstory to it is, you know, Will Purry.
Yeah.
We've been friends for years. Like, years. There's like an old fight of me where stuff happened with my corner team and stuff like that. And it was just Will cornered me in one of my fights back in the day. I cut weight at his house. Me and Will have been friends from amateurs. You get me?
Okay.
So a lot of people don't know that. So the fact now that I've always liked Modestus, and now that him and Will are kind of like, you know, the Cage Warriors brothers, and you know what I mean? Well, and obviously that they're gonna probably end up being UFC brothers because Will's gonna go to the UFC at some point. I just know he will.
Yeah.
So the fact that those two are kind of like they're really close. It's kind of I talked to Will, I talked to Modestus. I'm cool with either one of them now. So, but regardless of that, it would have made the most sense just on paper for me to have fought Modestus next, and that would have been the fight to have made. But as I said, because he's now gone, but the other guys are coming off losses. Fly somebody in, bro. Fly somebody in from wherever. Brazil, Portugal, Brighton. I don't really care, bro. Fire him from somewhere, and I'll smash up whoever. If I have to fight one more person, if it's not for the belt, it's not for the belt. But then that's on a division Cage Warriors. If I don't fight for the belt next, then it's gotta be the one after. It has to be. So I think. Yeah, I mean, not looking past whoever I'm fighting next, whoever I do end up fighting next, not looking past that person, but God willing, I get past that person, I believe I will. I've got to be fighting for the belt next, bro. So
yeah,
one of them
100%.
April's far.
I'm
I'm doing sprints. I'm running up hills. I'm getting rounds in. I'm ready to go now, bro.
Yeah, you deserve to be on a big show though, because obviously, like you said, the Unplugged show that you were on last time was a great event that they put on. But I want to see you in front of like a really good Cage Warriors crowd again, because obviously the Unplugged shows are a bit more quaint, and it's like obviously a bit more it's like a bit like the Apex, the UFC Apex, which obviously I don't want to make that comparison, but the Cage Warriors crowd are always class.
It literally is. It can go both ways though, I think, though, because you see when you're fighting in there, it also feels like sparring. Like you can hear what his corner team is saying. You can hear what your corner team. Even when he hits you, like I think he body kicked me, and I remember in the fight it just went bang, and I remember thinking, "Whoa, that sounded loud when he hit me! Like it sounded loud, bro." So obviously the crowd. I said I fought in front of crowds before, so it's like I've done crowds before. I think I always did want to. I used to watch the UFC during COVID times and used to think, oh, fighting in the Apex would be quite cool. So fighting in the Unplugged was like my Apex, and it's like I kind of liked getting that experience in anyway, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Moving on to obviously Leon, he's got that big fight coming up in March against Kamaru for the third time. Obviously, you've seen the effect that it's had firsthand on the city and the gyms in the city. Have you noticed a big difference about like the gyms, and is there more kids coming in trying to get into MMA?
Yeah. It's like I'd say further than just the gym, bro. Like even just like when I'm out and about and just like day-to-day basis is like how many times I've heard Leon's names mentioned. And not everyone knows who I am in it. So I've had like random guys been like, oh yeah, you know Leon Edwards, and I'll be like, oh, never heard of him, you know. Who's that? I don't this is what I'm like in it. So I'm like, nah, who's he? And they'll be like, mate, you don't know who Leon Edwards is? And I'm like, yeah, who's that? But it's one of them one fact that he's kind of become a household name now. As I said, there's kids now who are going to be like 5, 6, 7 hearing about Leon. So like that, I feel like Leon's impact on Birmingham MMA won't really fully show for maybe another 10 years. But I think what he's done massive. Like, remember, we all grew up as kids. Everyone wanted to be like, I wanted to be a footballer. I want to be the next Thierry Henry. I want to be the next whatever. You get me? Now there's going to be 5, 6-year-olds saying like headshot bang. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's mad now, innit? So they're going to be like little 5-year-olds throwing them arm bars and head kicks and stuff like that now, bro. You know what I mean? It's mad. So obviously I've got a kid. My kid's 3, 4 next month, and it's like I started him. Well, got him doing boxing last week, like his first little session and stuff like that. Like I think there's a whole new generation of children coming up are gonna just have someone in your own city, in like for me, my own area, Erdington, you get me? And it's like he's gone and like not like he got to the UFC or he's got a win or he's got to the top 15 or top 10 or top 5. Like he's won the whole thing, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and he's a man from the ends, bro. So if he can do it, why can't Oslot do it? Oslot behind him right now, we feel like, yeah, we're gonna do it next, innit? But then there'll be a whole new generation of kids that are going to do it. They get me like 15, 16-year-olds and even younger. So it's massive, man. It's massive. So I've seen with my own the like current impact, but I'm just imagining like the impact it's going to have years to come in it. So
yeah, 100%.
Outside like Leon Edwards.
I said it when it happened as well. MMA sometimes it gets looked past that as much as it is an individual sport and it's the individual that goes out and gets the win. It's a lot of time it's based around the team as well. It's more of a team sport than people think. And I think that's a massive credit to the team at Renegade, the way that those mats are full of elite fighters like yourself, Fabian, Leon, Yannick, like some of the best fighters in Europe. And the way that gym has grown itself is just absolutely mad. Do you think that UK MMA itself is at its peak now, or do you think it's just going to carry on rising?
Just warming up, bro. Just warming up. It's like it's one half of me is a bit jealous. I wish I was younger. I wish I was like 15, 16 starting now. There's like I'll be honest, bro. There's kids like we've got a kid in our gym called Shay. Shay's like
Ingram. Is it Shay Ingram you're on about? Yeah. He's a very good amateur.
Bro, very good, bro. He's 19 years of age, and I'm not gonna call out the lads who he's done it to because I'm not gonna try and shame any of the old. But I've seen Shay pick up guys that are under like the best division, the best like companies in the world, Bellator, whatever. I've seen him have them over his head, slamming them down on the floor, giving them hard rounds. Bro, when Shay first started, Shay used to come to the gym in his school uniform and that, take off his uniform, put on his shorts, and then bang out with big men, bro. You know what I mean? And hold his own, bro. So it's like you think to yourself, boy, if I wish that, you get me, but that's a testament to him, though, bro. He's been on it from young, and he's gonna be, bro. He'll play a world champion. He will if he sticks through, bro. But it's like, but then at the other side, it's like you have to have your own era in it. So clearly, this is just gonna be our era now, and this is gonna be so. Rather than thinking, oh, I wish I could sit there and wish, and then my time goes in it. Like this is my time now, bro. We're saying I'm gonna fight for a Cage Warriors title soon. You know, once you fight for the Cage Warriors title, you're a fight away from the UFC at any point. Then you know what I mean. So we could be sitting here in 12 months saying, yo, you just picked up your first UFC win or you're about to make your UFC debut, bro. I hope that's the case, bro. So it's one of those, bro. It's yeah, man. It's one of them ones, bro.
It's you guys that are paving the way for the guys like Shay though as well. So in a way, you've got to kind of see it like that, and you guys are helping them come up, which is a massive respect to you guys, obviously, because like I said, the mats there are just full of incredible talent, and to be able to give that knowledge to the next generation, it must be great for you to have that responsibility.
100%, bro. As I said, like what did Shay say the other day? I think Shay was training, and I think he pulled something. And he's gone, oh, I'm not as young as I used to be. I'm like, bro, you're 19. You know what I mean? But he's a kid. But then you blink, and Shay will be 25, 26, and there'll be another Shay that's 19 saying, and Shay will be thinking, boy, I wasn't even as good as you was at your age kind of thing. So as you said, you all have your time, bro. It's just maximizing the time you've got now. And as I said, I was like, when I started, Leon was already like smashing it in like Bama and stuff like that. So, sorry, bro.
Nah, it's all good, bro.
When I was
you were about Leon and Bama.
Yeah, bro. Is that not bothering you?
No, it's all good, bro. No.
Sorry about that, bro.
Nah, don't worry.
When Leon was smashing it in Bama, I just joined the gym in it, so Leon at the start for me. But I remember I knew Leon like before we started MMA. Like me and Fabs were friends from school, so he's one of them ones that I come to the gym, and I'm like, I just remember Leon. Now you're Leon Edwards, like MMA fighter and blah, blah, blah. So it's like, I'm thinking like, this is mad now. I'm thinking like, you're from the same manner as me and you're doing all these mad things. I'm going to do that in it. So Leon paved the way for me. Get me? Vaughan Lee paved the way for Leon. Like everyone's got to pave the
Yeah,
way for somebody in it. So it's just like,
exactly. Yeah.
get me? It's just nice to be involved.
How's he looking on the mats? Obviously, on the lead up to his fight. I don't want you to talk too much about it, obviously, because you want to keep it kind of close to your chest. But is he looking good going into that fight? And how do you think that goes this time round?
I think Leon finishes the fight faster this time round than last time, bro. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think. I mean, I do and I don't. I believe that there's always exceptions to the rule because obviously Leon's been saying, and I do believe it. Like a knockout like that does change you, man. I wouldn't say it changes everybody because there's fighters out here have been knocked out loads in their career and gone on to become world champions. So it's not like you've been knocked out and you're done. Get me? But I do think someone like Usman's very much a come forward kind of mentality monster. So I feel like having you like shut out like that, spending months being a meme, like
yeah,
said he was out cold for 20 minutes. Like he said, even when he was awake, he was out cold. He kind of didn't really know where he was. So I think every flinch, every twitch that Rocky does now will have Usman on edge. We'll have him second guessing himself. You know what I mean? So yeah. Which then opens it up Rocky to other things. Rocky took him down. Remember, Rocky took him down in the first round.
He mounted him straight away.
And Rocky, well, obviously, I'm not talking team tactics and shit like that. But Rocky said it himself. He's like, bro, I should have took my time a bit more. In Rocky going for the back and going straight for a submission, that's not usually Rocky. Rocky's more of a position over submission kind of guy. Rocky, if Rocky had probably had that time again, he probably would have held the position and beat him up a bit more. And I think if Rocky had kind of, tenderized him a little bit more before we'd gone for the back, I think he would have got it. So Rocky's showing he can take him down. He's showing he can take his back. He's showing he can knock him out. I think Usman hit him with some good shots, and I didn't see Rocky hurt like that at any point. So it's one of them ones. It's like Rocky's like, that was you at your best. Like Usman looked like Usman until he didn't look like Usman no more. So it's like on your worst day you couldn't put me away, and on my worst day you couldn't put me away. And your best day you couldn't put me away. I personally, I don't know how the next fight's gonna go, but I think for now, I think Leon's the Pereira to Usman Adesanya. Unfortunately, I think Rocky's in his head now, to be quite honest, and he should be because he's the better fighter. As an MMA fighter, Rocky's a better fighter. You know what I mean? And we were telling everybody that going into the fight. I'm saying Rocky's a better fighter. Like Usman's got his strengths, but if you're saying MMA across the board, Rocky ticks way more boxes.
Yeah, 100%. The last thing I want to kind of touch on with you, mate, because obviously I'll let you go. I know you're busy. I want to speak to you about your social media and your Twitter. You're one of the funniest accounts on Twitter of any fighter. Obviously, I want to speak to you about your other true love away from MMA, and that is Man U. How have you seen the year going, and do you think that there's a chance that you may be out? I mean, the title race is up for grabs now. I know Man City.
Bro, listen. You know what kills a man truly, bro? It's the hope. I don't want to hope, bro. Okay, numerically we can do it, bro. But I see me. I that bold-headed, beautiful man, Ten Hag. Oh my life! I'm telling you, he changed my life, bro. He changed my life. I got a spring in my step when I go to the gym and everything, bro.
Yeah, I always see you tweeting about Man U, and I love seeing it because I think I remember tweeting you a couple of weeks ago. Can't remember who you were playing, but something happened, and I thought I'm getting straight onto Twitter to see what Matty said about that because it was hilarious, and I always look forward to those tweets about Man U.
Bro, no, it is. It's like, yeah, like I don't even. I keep saying like I'm gonna get cancelled one day, bro, because there's no filter between like my thought and I'll just tweet it straight away. Then I'm like,
yeah.
But yeah, I'll be honest, bro. Ten Hag, he's changed everything for United, bro. But we're in the Carabao Cup. I think as long as we win that Carabao Cup against Newcastle, I feel like we can say like this was a success. I don't think we're gonna win the title. I think Arsenal, they're not gonna win it either. They're bottle jobs. So Arsenal are gonna drop. It's gonna be City. Do I want City to win? No. Do I want City to win over Arsenal? Absolutely, bro. I can't. Only people I can't stand. Only in order of fans I can't stand. Liverpool stands alone. Can't stand them. That's what I want to fight, bro. If Cage Warrior's gonna match me with someone. Match me with a scouser, bro. I'll finish you in 30 seconds. I'll finish you in 30 seconds, bro. So yeah, Liverpool. Listen, Liverpool can't stand them. Then it's Arsenal, and then after that.
So a lot of my family are Arsenal fans, so it hurts me to hear that. I'm
Oh,
not an Arsenal fan because obviously I'm from Birmingham, so I've got to keep to my
I
roots.
was about to
I'm a
say,
West Brom fan, but
I was
that's
gonna
I
go
mean,
upstairs. I was gonna go upstairs and burn on my Violet Money shorts. I like that back then, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but that's,
no, I'm a West Brom fan, bro. You don't need to worry about
I can deal with West Brom. I can deal with West Brom.
that.
That's all
I
right.
mean,
That's all
we're
right.
just a nothing club. You don't need to worry about us. We're nowhere. We're never going to be anywhere. So
What did West Brom say? Boing boing. Yeah, they're
yeah,
all
boing
right, man.
boing. Yeah.
Yeah, man. West. You know what? Once upon a time, West Brom was a bit of our boogie team. We used to struggle against West Brom a few
I
seasons ago. Like,
remember I remember Sir Alex Ferguson's last game. Do you remember when you played us at our place and it was 5-5?
five
That was
five.
Sir Alex Ferguson's last game. That was a mad game. Mad
Bro,
game.
West Brom, they went for a stage and they were like, was it Sido Berahino that he played for you lot?
Yeah, Soda Berahino, yeah.
Bro, he kind of fell off down the line more. Like I
Yeah.
remember when he was firing, bro. Like I used to look at get that West Brom game, and people are like, oh, it's just
Mm.
West Brom. I used to be like, bro, it's West Brom,
Yeah.
bro. West Brom they were for a while. They were kind of like a mini Brentford. It's how Brentford is
Yeah.
shocking everybody now. West Brom were like that for us for a little bit, bro. But
Mm.
yeah, man. As long as we win a cup this season, Carabao Cup, second place, third place, second or third, Carabao Cup. Yeah, and then we got the Qatar money coming in now, bro. So
Yeah.
we just need to
True.
buy everybody in the summer, and then next year, tail end of this year to next year, you'll see it. Matty Byfield, Cage Warriors World Title, Man United, Premier League World Cup winners. Oh, that
Yeah.
there, bro.
I like the sound of that.
I might not even go to the UFC after that. I might peak there, bro. I might just retire after that. You get me? Like life
I
might not
love
get
the
better.
sound of that, bro. I like the sound of that. Definitely. But yeah, I'll let you go anyway, Matty, because I know you're a busy man, and I really appreciate your time today. Thank you for coming on and speaking with me.
Bro,
I'm looking
be on
forward
him.
to your next fight, bro. Really am.
100%. Thank you so much for having me on, bro. Honestly,
No worries, bro. I appreciate your time.
you too, brother. Respect, man.
Let me